Hey, what's going on? This is EJ Uno, and I'm back here with I guess you would say uh this is mostly about why I switch from Android and left Apple. Um yeah. So here's a story about why I keep on switching back from Apple to Android and why Apple just I don't know how you say it. It's just they're they're really just let me put that up there. They're really just really disappointing me on a lot of things. Okay, so I'm gonna put that Apple phone right there just to stand up this Android phone like that. And I'm gonna talk like that. So the thing is, okay, so I have a big fascination with like electronics, and I know everybody like on my videos. You see my reviews, you see me talking about all phones and everything. Okay, so I got a contract with Spectrum. Well, I don't know if you want to call it Spectrum, like contract or whatever, but Spectrum Mobile. First of all, I want to talk about that is please, please, you know what I'm saying? Do not go with Spectrum Mobile. They do not know what they are doing. They are just like fresh out the box, like literally, like, and don't know what they're doing with like the company. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, what has nothing to do with this. Okay, so I got with Spectrum Mobile, and like they were telling me about like, oh well, you got the $14 deal, which is means like 1 gig, and then you got Wi-Fi, and we run by Verizon towers. And if you know about cell phones, you know about Verizon. Verizon is probably the most largest company that has network all across the continent, the world. So they were like speaking it all good, like, oh, $14. I'm like, $14, that's not a lot. That's not a lot, but 1 gig can reach up daily. Which turned out that was it, but how they turned around, they were like how they turned it around on me was like, oh, but you know what I'm saying, if you have your Wi-Fi on all the time, then it connects to all the Verizon networks, which was not true. I reached 1 gig between me, my daughter, and my girl, maybe about we were going up to like 4 gigs a day. You know what I'm saying? And then I called Spectrum, asked them about it. They were like, oh, blah blah. Of course, I know it's all about selling. I used to sell phones. I do sell phones. I understand the whole thing of bringing somebody in, but you can't lie to them while you're getting them in because then you fall accountable to what's going on. So then I ended up just say forgetting them selling this iPhone, but that wasn't the only reason why I sold the iPhone. You know what I'm saying? I think iPhone is so overrated that they always get me when they were like, "Oh, we got this new update, it's coming out." So I'm like, "Oh, I got to get my hand on an iPhone." So finally, I got me the iPhone X, got my daughter and my girl an iPhone XR. They loved it. You know what I'm saying? They really couldn't tell the difference, but it's just like iPhones really are not like Android is so ahead of iPhone. It's crazy. Like I liked reading when I was reading on Steve Jobs. I like how he did with the iPhone, but it's like really. I think if he was still alive, I think he would have did something different with iPhone. I mean, it's first of all the phones are overpriced. The camera quality Android was back in the day. The camera quality was not so good. Now the camera quality is blowing them away. Like seriously, Google Pixel is blowing them away with the camera. Like iPhone camera and Google camera, I'm telling you, you usually you can tell the difference and be like, man, iPhone. I was one of them ones back in the day talking about, gosh, iPhone has like the most best camera. Like the camera's nice, but I can't find a nice Android phone that has the camera. Now it's the other way around. Android has a great camera. Like this is a Moto G7 Power. This is an iPhone XR. The camera is literally the same. You really cannot tell the difference. Like if you don't believe me, check it out. Put them both on portrait mode, and I guarantee you cannot tell the difference. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's like the X is like small, like you know what I'm saying. It's ridiculously small. The XR is it's a pretty decent big size. I liked it when I saw it, but it's like I guess you would say about Android. Like, let's say if you get a Sony phone, it's Android, but it has Sony's touch on it. You get a Motorola phone, it has Motorola's touch on it, even though it's pure Google. You get a LG, you get a Samsung, they got their own little twist on it. You get an Apple XR, you get an Apple X, you get a SX Max, whatever. It's still going to be the same layout. Nothing is going to change. You get an iPhone 8, you can get an iPhone 4, I'm sorry, iPhone 6. It's going to have the same layout. And the thing is about like they have beta testing going on, which is really cool. Beta testing used to be so cool back in the day, but it's just like I updated my thing. First of all, the phone was glitchy. I understand that's what happened with beta, but the thing is, it's just like what they brought to the table was so crazy, like the swiping. This is so past the swiping. You know what I'm saying? Then they had the thing that was pretty cool is the emoji, the facial emojis, but tell you the truth, like nobody ever used that. It was a cool trick to have, but it's just like nobody really screws with that. I guess that's why so many Android phones really never took the time out because I'm sure they could have done it, but it just really wasn't like uh, a need. Like it's fun to have to play around with, but it's not like it's not that serious. Sorry, checking the message. And so it's like it's really not. So and the other thing about it is iPhone still has not integrated a SD card on here, which is kind of crazy because I mean they could have. I mean they have everything that they're already making. I mean they have what is it? iPhone headphones, iPhone earplugs, iPhone chargers, case. I mean, the iPhone got everything. I don't see why you guys, as Apple, would not even make your own SD card. I mean, you guys want everything in your name anyway, so why not just make your own SD card to go inside your own phone to make more memory? But like people who don't know be like, "Oh, I paid for storage. You paid for cloud storage." You didn't pay for really anything. You only paid for like to transfer pictures. Like for real. That's it. That's it. Like you didn't pay. You can't transfer apps to the cloud. Like I'm sorry, it just don't happen like that. But I mean, I understand their updates are trying to keep from like. Oh, and that's another thing. Their update was supposed to be like they minimized the length of like apps, like how much they took up space. I saw it when I did the beta. It was cool. It did it a little bit. You really could tell the difference and not tell the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a heavy user, so I mean you could tell the difference. They did pretty good with that. I mean Android could take that advice and do that. That's pretty cool. Got this thing on here. Galaxy. Okay. So they could do that. But I mean really tell you the truth, I mean the reason why I switch is not only because Spectrum Mobile sucks, because they really do. Spectrum, the actual cable service is cool, but the mobile thing that has actually nothing to do with the other from Spectrum is just like, you know what I'm saying? It sucks. Spectrum Mobile, I just want to let you guys know that you guys really need to step up. Like, seriously, it's it's terrible. Like it went on my credit. I'm like, okay. I mean, something I gotta take care of. I will eventually, but it's like, oh, that was another thing. If you have Spectrum Mobile, and let's say, like, okay, you're supposed to pay your bill on time, but let's say like other companies that are contract when you get a phone like this. Okay, everybody knows this is like a $700 phone. Okay, you don't always have the money to like pay it off, and you know what I mean. I'm just a beginner YouTuber, so it's not like I have all the money. Like this stuff comes out of my own pocket. And I'm about to get to it. Cause that's something I want to talk about too. Is that it comes out of my own pocket. So it's just like I don't always have the money to pay right on time. They're like, okay, let's say my bill's $210. If you don't have your money $210 at the due date, they give you like 20 days, which is cool. It's nice, but it's just like they want you to add more lines. So let's say your line is $400 and you're running up 1 gig at a time, even though they have the $45 one unlimited plan for $45 for each line. you're still gonna be paying out the butt for a phone. So you don't always have the money to pay the bill on time. So they were like, okay, if you don't have all the money, then it just shuts you off. So it's just like, so what if I have 25, I got 50, I got 60, I got 100, I got like this. They're like, and you want to put them in increments or small portions. They won't let you do that. So I was like, dude, you know what? I had enough. I mean, not only did it take forever when I sent a Google phone back to get the money back, and I just kept on getting billed for a phone that wasn't even on my account. That took forever, took me calling in. It was too much. I just said forget it. You know what I'm saying? It was too much to deal with. So I went back to Metro PCS. So, which I think Metro is pretty cool though. I think they are coming up from where they started. They're coming up a lot. You know what I'm saying? If you check out my reviews, Metro has got some nice, excuse my French, some nice ass phones. Like seriously, they got a Samsung phone that just came out. I'm doing a recording from here. It's amazing, and it's the free and it's the low budget phone, and I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's nice. It's the same size as an iPhone X, and I mean it's not as good as an iPhone X. I mean it doesn't have the waterproof and all the other stuff, but I mean it's nice. I mean the camera quality on it is nice. It's me and the guy at Metro was just talking about it. It's pretty cool though. But anyway, on that, so and then get into what I was about to say. Is to say, I know everybody always asks me, and you know what I'm saying, and I know I see other YouTubers talking about it, about how to get a phone and everything. The way I do it, besides contract, is literally if you don't have you know what I'm saying, like let's say you're on Metro right now. I'm trying to see how I can explain this. Let's say you're on Metro right now, and you will see a new phone that just came out and you want to get it. Okay, what I used to do, I don't do it no more though. I can say that. But what I used to do is I used to get like an AT&T card, or I used to get like I guess that's probably the only thing you can do. AT&T card, or let's say I was on Boost Mobile at the moment. All you do is instead of, and people get so tricked by this, is let's say your bill's about to come up and you're on Boost Mobile. Let's go with Boost Mobile for a change. Okay, for starters, not change, starters. And your bill's about to come up. Instead of paying your bill, and let's say you have a junky Boost Mobile phone, but you're wanting a new phone. Instead of paying your bill, your $45, $50 bill, most people are on like the $45, $50 mark, go to Metro, port over your number, which is your account number, your PIN number, and your phone number. That's all you need. 3 things. Account, PIN, phone number. 3 things. And then you go to Metro, you give them that, and then you get into a free phone. Like you can get this Moto G Power for free. Like seriously, and it'll be what's up. You know what I'm saying? And then let's say let's say you're not on Boost Mobile. Let's say you're on Metro, but you still want to get a new phone because your phone's broke, and everybody understands the insurance and the deductible thing is probably as much as you buying a whole new phone. So you go to CVS, go to AT&T, go to which ask for AT&T SIM card. You start a new number up, get your account number, get your PIN number. Yeah, you probably pay maybe $15 out the door if you go to AT&T, because you gotta buy a prepaid service, and you can pay for by the day, the $2 plan, by the day. Turn around after you activate it, get your account number, get your PIN number, and you already got your phone number. Go to Metro. You can go to that same day and transfer over your number and get a free phone. That's what I used to do. And it was like, seriously, that's how I used to get my phones though. You know what I'm saying? So that's why everybody's like, oh man, how you get like the free phone? Somebody told me at my job, like, you know, oh man, you should do a video on that and like show people whatever. Because I'm just like, so many people don't know still to this day, and it's crazy that people still don't know. But yeah, you should. But yeah, I just wanted to like put some knowledge onto people, like, you know what I'm saying. If you're on Metro and you got a broken phone or a crappy phone or a phone you just don't like, and you on Metro, you're like, oh, I want to get that phone. That's all you have to do. Or you on Boost, that's all you have to do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not like, speaking like I'm not like talking trash onto like Apple all the way. All I'm just saying is just that kids nowadays they want Apple phones, and this is like my daughter had an Apple phone. I did a video on giving her an Apple phone. I turned around and like literally we sold her Apple phone. You know what I'm saying? It was like she got an Android phone back again, and I mean she likes it. I mean it's actually bigger than what the phone the XR is. Like she had a cool pad, and the cool pad literally is like it's nice. You know what I'm saying? Playing some Dragon Ball Z on here, but anyway, like look at this. This is a Sony Xperia 10. I understand everybody. I understand like it's not like you know what I'm saying. Everybody not all into Sony or hooked on Sony, but seriously, Sony got some bad products. Like you know what I'm saying. At first, when I bought this phone was 410. I went back to the store and bought it, and it was like an open box, but nothing was wrong with it. Just because people don't know about Sony phones, I bought it for like $279. So in an open box, and it works great. But anyway, so yeah, so I was just hooking up on game. I'm not going off on iPhones. If you're an iPhone lover, yeah, that's cool. I mean, it's cool, but it's just like my thing is Apple. Why? I mean, I'm not gonna say why because if you guys still got people still to this day, like 10, 20 years, I mean 15 years later, back when the first iPhone came out, it was real cool. That was really, really cool. But it's just like, I mean, hey, if people gonna pay this much or risk their credit or risk all this just to get an Apple phone, I mean, I don't knock you guys for doing what you do. My thing is just better what you guys do. Like change the layout. So I'm saying you have a major update and giving these big press conference, and your layout is still the same, or it's just the same as getting an Apple Android phone. I mean, change it up. Do something different. Like if you're the king of the hill, like what you are, and really maybe what I'm saying is really not going to matter. But it's just like change it up. Give an update that's just going to blow people away. Like I mean, an update that's just going to change the way it looks. You know what I'm saying? Like you can change the model, you can change the size, you can change all that. Why are you now trying to change the layout of how it is? Like how the phone pro like operates. Like I mean, always on display. You guys could still be having. I know you guys probably gonna bring it probably in the next conference because I mean, no, you guys could have been doing it, but it's like don't bring things that Android has already did. Just you know what I'm saying? Just you know what I'm saying? Like bring it to the table. And one thing I have heard that I remember seeing on, I think it was on my phone I was watching, is Samsung loans out a lot of their ideas to like Apple, LG, and like even Huawei and all that stuff. And what I thought was really cool about it, and my daughter didn't know it, I was like, I was laughing because I was like, that is so cool because Samsung lends their ideas out because because if any mistakes happen, they rather see it, and not to be mean to LG or any of them, but they rather see the mistake that's going to happen with another company by them loaning their their ideas out, because they still own that idea, but they loan it out to see how the product's going to adapt to the people out there. And once they see that it's kind of catchy, they bring it right back to Samsung, put it back on Samsung's name, and that is what's tight about it. That's really what's tight about it. And you know what I'm saying? Like that's really cool. I mean, I like how Samsung came up and they had this ugly layout back in the day. But I like how they changed it up. They changed the icon. They changed the way that Bixby. They went from Google Now to the Google to the feed thing when you swipe to the right, and kind of like what I'm talking about here. I'm gonna show you. Oh, I can't show you. It's on. I forget it's on. But if you're on a Sony phone, you're on a Google phone, you're on a Metro phone, you swipe to the I think left or right, and then the Google Now feeds come up and all that. Don't you guys remember when Samsung used to have that? They did a major turnaround on the phone, and that's what I loved about Android is just that they're willing to take the change and like turn it around and see how it is. Everybody gets their own little spin off of it. One's different from the next. That's what I like about it. Apple, I feel like the reason why I keep leaving you guys so much, not that I'm sure you guys don't care, is just that you guys literally just I mean, it's just like I want to see something new. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see something amazing. And I know I just got done giving my little thing on how to give free phones, and I understand Motorola if you don't like it, LG if you don't like it, Sony if you don't like it. Well, Sony's not ran like no prepaid thing or whatever, but or LG. Let me be a tester. Let me be a phone tester. This is going out to even Apple, Motorola, LG, Alcatel, Huawei, Honor. You know what I'm saying? Let me be a phone tester. I will test your phones for free. I would love to do it, and you know what I'm saying. Never been one, but would love to do that. You know what I'm saying. So if you're out there, you know what I'm saying, hit me up. You know, this is EJ-UNO. You know, you can hit me up on Instagram, or you know what I'm saying, you can, you know, just write to me or whatever, something like that. So, you know, so, but I would love to be a phone tester, or you know what I'm saying, some electronic tester or something like that. So yeah, so I just wanted to like let you guys know about that, let you know why I had to go back to Android. So I'm about to end this segment right here. Appreciate you watching. You know what I'm saying? I ain't knocking neither one, just thinks one's way better than the next. And I'm out.